Dr. Celeste Simmons, a forensic psychologist and the founder of Family and Forensic Solutions. For over 15 years, I have supported families, assessed risk, and advocated for children navigating complex family dynamics. As an expert witness in both state and federal level courts, and as a co-parenting consultant, my mission is to bring clarity, compassion, and clinical precision to families in crisis. Today, I want to talk about an issue that often gets overlooked in parenting: the psychological effects of having an incarcerated parent on children. My first point, think about grief without closure. Children of incarcerated parents often grieve someone who's still alive. Unlike death, incarceration lacks closure or community support in some cases, making it harder for these children to process this loss. This can result in chronic stress, mistrust, and disrupted attachment. I've worked with kids as young as 4 who are apprehensive about forming close relationships because in their world, love and loss can be simultaneous. The second thing I want to bring up is being misunderstood, especially in school environments and when there's school disruption, because trauma might be misread as defiance. What schools often label as bad behavior, like shutting down or acting out or being defiant, is frequently a response to the traumatic loss they've experienced, especially the ambiguous loss of a parent I mentioned above. These children may be dealing with confusion, shame, or even instability. If we miss these deeper reasons behind a child's behavior, we also risk responding in ways that add harm instead of actually offering help. Research shows that children of incarcerated parents are 2 to 3 times more likely to face academic struggles, and they're also more likely to be suspended, expelled, or even drop out entirely. The third thing I want to bring up is that resilience is not innate, it's built. Sometimes we expect that people just have resilience automatically. Resilience isn't something that children are born with, but it may often be expected. It's built from difficulties and from help, from stable nurturing relationships and experiences over time. Just one emotionally available caregiver or consistent adult can dramatically shift a child's long-term outcomes. We need to make sure that we're providing our caregivers the tools they need to provide that kind of support to children, especially when the adults may require that support themselves. That's one of the reasons I created the Resilient Co-Parenting Through Incarceration program, because when caregivers are equipped, parents and children can adapt, they can thrive, and even if that's in these kind of difficult situations. So I just want to leave you with the idea that parental incarceration doesn't have to shape a child's entire story, but the outcomes, they can depend on how the adults around them respond. Children don't need to be perfect. They need presence. They need compassion. They need someone who sees them as whole, regardless of their family situation. It's not enough to recognize their experiences. We must embrace them without shame, speak about them without stigma, and equip caregivers with tools that truly support their healing. If you're supporting a child through this kind of family rupture, remember, what matters most isn't having all the answers. It's about showing up with honesty, with consistency, and with care. That's how resilience is built. Thank you.